$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. I think we should start today's show off with a wonderful parent-child moment.
Okay.
And this is between a father and his son. And, well, this will warm your heart.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
I'm kind of sad. My girlfriend dumped me today.
She did? Why?
Because I said my love for her is like diarrhea, and now I can't hold it in.
It's awesome. He clearly wasn't prepared for that.
That is awesome. I don't know how old this kid is, but he's getting into the joke realm, and I love it. You know, just popping in. Hey, I got a joke for you, kid.
Right, because the video is of just the dad. Like, he walks into the dad's room, which looks like a home studio. I don't know. Like, he's got like the nice padded walls.
Oh yeah.
Or he's just in the insane asylum. One or the other. I mean, it's pretty much a fine line in the world of radio.
I like the way. I do. I like the way this guy's place is decked out. But yeah.
Right. How about the kid already popping out with the dad jokes to dad?
Yeah.
It's like Inception.
Yeah, that's he looks like a Packer fan, that guy, but I'm going to let it go. Yeah.
What gave it away? The giant Green Bay Packers rug?
I think that might have been the one that gave it away. I can't be sure, but I think he kind of is a Packer fan.
I thought he was more of a Bears fan, personally.
Yeah. Look at Sherlock Holmes over here.
Yeah.
So my love, what was the joke again? Something about diarrhea.
My love for you is like diarrhea. I can't hold it in.
Can we hear it again?
Oh, yeah, sure. Here you go.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
I'm kind of sad. My girlfriend dumped me today.
She did? Why?
Because I said my love for her is like diarrhea, and now I can't hold it in.
I've never heard that one before, so
No,
I gotta give
really?
the kid credit, yeah.
Have you heard it, Rev?
Oh, yeah. I made that as a Valentine for my wife a couple years back.
Hot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nothing says I love you more than diarrhea jokes.
Wow.
Cha-cha-cha.
Boy, that poor woman. I mean,
That poor woman.
I mean,
she laughed.
I guess this is her world, though. Her world is just about you taking dumps.
Yeah, she knows what she got into.
Oh, God.
She followed the show before we dated.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess you're right. She had her eyes wide open and her nasal passages as well, which is unfortunate.
We apologize, Miss Enfuego.
Yeah, we sure did, because she's really a really cool person. I don't think we fairly warned her.
Someone commented, like, the boy sounds like he's 8. He's too young to be telling dad jokes.
Oh,
Never too young to tell a dad joke.
And that's just a genuine laugh from dad. How about your kid comes in and provides you with that? That's the glory of childhood right there.
Because he almost had the look on his face like, oh, what do you want, kid? Like, I'm working here. Like, I'm clearly he's clearly in his, like, office or his, like, little setup where, hey, leave me alone. I got stuff to do. And then he comes in and drops a diarrhea joke.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, good for, you know what? Good for the family. Good for America, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Can we hear that one more time? I think, you know what, it's a classic. I think it'll live forever.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
I'm kind of sad. My girlfriend dumped me today.
She did? Why?
Because I said my love for her is like diarrhea, and now I can't hold it in.
What was that noise? Did he fart?
He might have.
It was like right in the middle.
It's the pet elephant in the other room.
Okay.
Yeah. Pet elephant really enjoyed
Come on,
it, yeah.
man. Or a squeaky chair.
So-
one of those three.
Do we think the kid was also doing the recording?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if somebody else was with him, because he sounds really young, but that is real. This kid is the kid's doing his own videos and everything. He's a budding YouTube star. Seriously, he goes in. I got the joke.
The video already has 800,000 views on it, so I don't know if he's budding or if he just is.
Well, you need more than one video to be a star. You're definitely instantly famous for your 15 seconds or whatever. But if you can consistently put out videos, then you're a star.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So, but he's on his way. I think that I would subscribe to a channel of a kid just telling dumb jokes to random people without them knowing, and then they just laugh their ass off.
Little Bobby's dumb diarrhea jokes.
Yeah, little Bobby. Why not? The Howie Mandel hasn't done that kid in a while. Why don't we have a new little Bobby?
Well, I look forward to the day that Tatum tells me a good diarrhea joke. And I look forward to the day when Mom reacts to finding out that Tatum told a diarrhea joke.
All you're doing is, if your kid is too much like you, that means she's going to want another one to see if she can get one that's like hers, just to put balance back to the force.
I don't know, man.
She's going to want to restore balance to the force, but then the problem is she does get another one like you. There's no guarantee.
Right, then there's three of us.
Yeah, that's a
3-on-1. That's not
then
fair.
we've overpowered the household.
You see that with people that were trying for another gender, and then all of a sudden you go, you have 3 boys or you have 3 girls. Yep.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I wasn't willing to try number 4.
I have buddies that have 4 girls, and I'm like, so at what point are you just going to stop trying? He's like, I've stopped. I've already got the vasectomy and all this. But it was mainly because he always wanted the little boy, and it just never happened.
Yeah. And I'm sure he loves all of his kids, but you're like...
No, he doesn't. He told me.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. He absolutely adores his kids. They got him wrapped around their little fingers.
Yeah, I stopped. I was like, okay, because my wife and I thought we're going to have 5. And then,
5?
Yeah.
Why 5?
Because 5 was, it seemed like everybody we knew in growing up, that was like the average.
5?
Yeah, they had
Make a little house on the prairie there.
Well, again, we grew up in an Italian family, and there were a lot of kids in these families. 4 to 5 kids was the norm in my neighborhood.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you shared stories of just struggling financially and living in trailers and all this. You wanted to bring 5 children into the world?
You know how you talk about these things as you're dating? You don't really think about finances and everything. You're young and stupid.
True.
And we had the first, and that was an accident. It was a happy accident, Joe. But and then Sarah was definitely she was an accident too. She was an ice storm baby.
Yep.
So really both kids were, but we're like, all right. But as soon as Sarah came along and she was like, okay, she's a girl. I'm like, honey, I'm realizing we got our hands full with these 2 lovely individuals financially, as well as just, really trying to parent them the way we're parenting them. I'm like, I think we're going to stop. What do you think? You want to stop? I think I'm done. We got the boy, we got the girl. What do we need? What do you want, a puppy? What do you want? So, yeah.
Someone texted, my uncle had 7 girls. Then his wife cheated on him, and she had a boy.
Rude.
Well, she got the boy.
Yeah,
say by any means necessary, right?
It's not his, but,
It's probably not the way you want it.
Well, they got a brother, though. See, the kids have a brother, though. That's the bright side. They got a brother.
Wow. 7 girls.
Yeah, that's a lot of weddings. It's a lot of walking down the aisle.
It's a lot of little people running around the house.
Oh, yeah, there are. There, you got the 7 dwarves right there. You got Dopey, Sneezy.
Halloween set.
Yeah, and
For all time.
Yeah. Damn. We got a man that robbed a restaurant at gunpoint, but not for money. Oh, no. This man, he was looking for chicken.
I like fried chicken.
What do you want the guy to do? Steve will tell you all about it. The Migs Report at 6:17.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
New on Curiosity Stream. Deformed trees, mutated wildlife, and no humans for miles. 10 years after the disaster at Fukushima, see what this irradiated ecosystem can teach us about nuclear fallout on Radioactive Forest. Plus, looking for the most diverse marine life on the planet? Dive into the Coral Triangle and experience a frenzy of wildlife you've got to see to believe on nature's greatest secret. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, and it is our 50th anniversary, man. Oh, you gonna be with us a week from today?
Yes, I'll be there.
Oh, you are?
I can't wait.
Nice. Oh, I'm glad because we weren't sure. You have a busy schedule.
It can be confirmed now.
So now Steve will be here. The celebration can begin. It starts a week from today. A whole anniversary weekend we got planned for you because, hey, we turned the big 5-0. And lots of great bands are helping us celebrate. Station alumni going to be there. Big names in the Pacific Northwest. We got some celebs. And, of course, you, the Rockaholics.
And you talk about bands. Members of Pearl Jam are going to be joining us. Like Mike McCready will be on our show on Friday. Also, members of the Foo Fighters are going to be calling in. Chris Novoselic from Nirvana. Members of Alice in Chains. It's just going to be a great day. And, of course, other people in the world of Seattle, like Rick Ridge from the Seattle Mariners. He'll be on the show with us.
Rick's a great guy.
Yep.
And it's all happening a week from today. It's going to be a hell of a celebration. I hope you can join us. It is going to be amazing with stories and memories and maybe like what went on even crazier than you thought. It's KISW's 50th anniversary supported by Palace Law.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Miggs Report.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks to Kia Puyallup for giving us the Miggs Report. Today's a day to just indulge yourself. Actually, the whole weekend with the Super Bowl coming up. But today is National Chocolate Fondue Day.
Chocolate Fondue Day?
Yeah, so dip some cheese in chocolate or strawberries in chocolate and have some fun.
I can't remember the last time I've had a fondue. And do people put cheese in chocolate?
I don't know. It just sounds like an idea.
It does. I don't know if it's a good one.
People put stuff in cheese. Because that's the fondue with the cheese.
I got that
right.
part.
No,
chocolate fondue.
Right, I screwed it up.
All right.
But you would put strawberries into the fondue.
Oh, yeah, strawberries there. But but I can't now. I'm already sick and probably got to go to the doctor because of the cheese you told me to put in the fondue.
I don't know. Chocolate and cheese sounds like a pretty decent combo.
All right. Well, I've never seen chocolate covered cheese before. I've been to the fair. Look, no one has ever offered me chocolate covered cheese.
Speaking of cheese, it's also the day to cut the cheese because today is National Fart Day.
Nice. Okay, so I'm already gagging from the chocolate and cheese. Now you're going to have the red just blowing wind in my face?
Hey, look, I don't make these celebrations. I just report on them.
I'm a dead man. I'm never going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Celebrate. Of course, I sent a screenshot of the little website that I get the National Fart Day things to my wife. So I'm like, hey, just look what today's day is. Her response, please don't celebrate. You already celebrated yesterday.
Oh, there we go.
And the day before.
Yeah.
And the day before that.
Yeah. That's
and the day before that.
Well, baby Tater Tot, she gets to celebrate, doesn't she?
Tater Tot.
Yeah.
She celebrates it all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
It's epic.
Yeah, it is.
And awesome. So,
your wife has got a charmed life now.
Thank you for saying that. I knew I was not wrong.
Did you know that you were not wrong? Okay.
All right, this story is just so ridiculous. A guy walked into a Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles, which is based in this one is in Pasadena. And he shows up and he's not wearing a mask. So they're like, look, guy.
Okay.
You got to put a mask on. Apparently, he gets all pissed off about this, so he leaves, comes back with a gun.
Oh, well, that's almost a mask, sir, but it's not really a mask.
So now they're like, all right, what do you want? So they're thinking he's going to want money. Like, he pulled out a gun. He's like, do you want money? He's like, no, I don't want any money. Give me all of your chicken. He held them up at gunpoint to get chicken because he was so upset that they wouldn't let him wear a mask. This is the most ridiculous story. In fact, here's the manager talking about it.
He was mad all over because they told him to put a mask on. Yeah, he was not after money. Guy just said, put all the chicken in the bag.
And they're like, okay.
And they caught up with the guy who did it, and this is what he has to say.
I like fried chicken.
Wow.
It's understandable.
That guy seems very young.
He does.
So young to be starting a life of crime.
Puberty hasn't hit yet. That's why he was so upset about this.
Oh, that's what it was.
I haven't even hit puberty. Now you want me to wear a mask? Forget about it.
I wish I could say COVID's making people go crazy, but I think people were crazy before COVID hit.
Right. This guy would have probably had a different reason for showing up with a gun if it wasn't because of the mask.
I mean, that is really, it's like, okay, let me go to my car and get my gun. And you know what will make it all better is if you give me all the fried chicken.
Imagine you take shows with a bag, put everything in here. All the money? No. The chicken.
And what would he have? So was he just ready to go in and do a regular order, but then the mask made him think I need all the chicken? I mean, none of this is just registering in my brain.
Well, he's the ultimate opportunist. I mean, here he is. Now he has a gun and he has an opportunity to get stuff.
Yeah.
So now he doesn't have to buy the chicken. He might as well just get all the chicken.
Yeah. I wonder if he got that gun legally. I'm sure he did.
Yes, at the gun store.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. You know what? If I saw him come to my gun store, I think I could tell crazy by looking at him going, I don't need to do a background check, sir. You got chicken stealing eyes. Get out of here.
BJ, when you were under 21, did you have a fake ID?
No.
No, never?
No.
I did.
I was straight as an arrow. I was.
All of us in the fraternity, at some point when you turned 21, you would give your old ID to whoever kind of looked like you in the fraternity, and then you would just hope that you could get into this. Like, I remember it was Chris Daugus. That was the guy who gave me his.
Oh, nice.
And I looked nothing like him. He wore glasses. He had, like, his jaw really came out far. So whenever I would go to the bar and I would try and, get in, I would put on a fake pair of glasses and I would stick my jaw out hoping that they would let me into the bar.
Oh, that is awesome.
Granted, it was Plattsburgh and they didn't care. They just wanted your business. I probably could have just said this is a fake ID. They'd be like, oh, come on in.
Yeah, come on in, hey?
Well, anyways, this woman, she's 18 years old. Her name is Blakely Sands. And she decided to get into a bar in Oklahoma City. And she was confident, I'm going to get in with this fake ID. It's going to work. Here's the problem. She looks really young. I mean, she's 18, but apparently looks like she's 15. So the bartender is like, yeah, I need to see your ID. And then they confiscated it when they realized, they're like, this is definitely a fake ID. So what did she do? She called the cops. And told the cops the ID is real, and the bartender wouldn't give it back. The name on the ID was McCammy Queen, which is not a very common first or last name, so they ran the license number.
Oh, boy.
And it belongs to a guy in Texas.
Okay, how dumb is she?
Very. She called the cops when they took her fake ID.
What does she think they're going to do but try to verify the situation, and that is a fake ID?
I mean, she doubled down.
Yeah, she did. Okay.
Any of you guys do a fake ID when you were under 21?
No, I was afraid of, what my parents would do if they found out.
Ooh.
Yes, I did, but it wasn't for drinking. It was just to get into clubs that I wanted to go see bands at.
That's fair.
Yeah, and they never caught me.
What about you, Rev?
No, not at all. I tried to be a good boy.
I noticed your daughter was pumping a fist in the air, BJ.
I found out recently. I did not know she had a fake ID. She recently told me she did.
You didn't know?
No.
So she was just getting into bars and you had no idea?
No idea. Usually I need to throw this
She's
in
a very honest person.
You know
I'm
what,
shocked.
Sarah? I need to throw this in your face when you get mad at me for not being truthful 100% of the time, because this was definitely a lie to your father.
Yeah, the truth came out on this show, actually.
So did you have a fake ID of was it like someone else?
No, it was me. It was.
So you paid to have the ID?
I paid to have it. I got it from China. It came in like a big package, and there was a mug in the package, and then there was two. They gave you two in case you get one confiscated.
Oh, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
So it was my picture. It was like my autograph.
Wow, you really went legit. I never heard of this kind of operation.
How much did that bring up?
Only $100.
That's not a bad deal for two IDs.
No, yeah, me and a few friends did it because I was moving to LA, and if I got invited to go out, I didn't want to be left out.
Right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Wow. Did you use it?
Oh, I used it all the time.
And it worked great.
The only place that I got caught was
Denny's.
at Coyote Ugly in Vegas.
Real Coyote Ugly?
Yeah, the most trashiest of clubs. But he gave it back to me, and he's like, you can try it somewhere else. And it worked at every of the big clubs.
That's such a Vegas thing.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not coming in here, but go have fun.
Yeah,
you're in Vegas. I don't want to take your ID and screw you over.
He was like, I'm just going to tell my manager because I think they got a bonus if they actually caught someone. But he's like, but you can have it back. I was like, cool, thank you, okay, bye. I was so embarrassed. That was the walk of shame.
Wow.
When you have to leave the line.
Yeah.
And you look back and everyone's like, oh, what'd she do?
Fake ID, bitches.
Yeah. Bye.
Wow. And you lied to your father.
I didn't tell you. You never asked if I got a fake ID.
Not a lie.
Hey, I'll remember that when I don't tell you certain things and go, well, I didn't lie to you. I just didn't tell you.
That was a long time ago now, too. I don't think I'd have the courage to do that now.
Well, fortunately, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Santa was a long time ago.
Using your fake ID.
For a reminder. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's just a good picture. I don't want to stop using this fake ID.
It actually is way better than my current one, so.
Wow, my daughter is a criminal.
Well, this weekend, this Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure we're all having big parties, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm actually amazed to see who does. Like, maybe not in our state, but
of course.
There are wingnuts.
So we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, and every year, Madden, the video game, they have a simulated game to see who's going to win. They've been right 11 of the last 17 years, and the most notable one, unfortunately, is the game against the Seahawks and the Patriots, because they not only got the outcome right, but also the final score of 28-24. So last year they were right when they said the Kansas City Chiefs would beat the San Francisco 49ers. And now what do you think this year? Who do you think Madden is saying is going to win the Super Bowl?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
You're going with the Chiefs, and you would be correct.
Yeah.
They haven't beaten the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 37-27, and Mahomes outplays Brady 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 422 passing yards, while Brady has 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 322 passing yards.
Wow. So there we go. It's a shootout, baby.
Speaking of Patrick Mahomes, boy, did the team dodge a bullet, a massive one. This game on Sunday could have been happening without Patrick Mahomes as the quarterback due to COVID stuff.
What?
I don't know if you heard about what was going on. They had a barber come to cut a bunch of the players' hair. He did a bunch of tests. Everything seemed fine. But then I guess there was a positive test that they found out at the last second. So the team had to go running over to where all the players were getting their hair cut and stop everything that was going on, to the point where one of the players was mid-haircut when they pulled the barber away from him. So 2 of the players were exposed to this guy. They don't have COVID, or at least they're having them sit out 5 or so days, which will time out so that they'll be able to play. But as of right now, they keep testing them and everything is showing up just fine. But one of the players in line for a haircut, Patrick Mahomes.
Wow.
Could you imagine if that happened?
Whoa. That's just nuts.
That would just be the ultimate cap on just a wacky year of this pandemic.
So here's my question.
Yes.
Why are they letting a rando come in and cut their hair no matter what? I mean, that's not necessary.
Well, you gotta look fresh and clean.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why they have a bubble for all this stuff, but I just don't think that it's necessary.
Super Bowl. They got to have a nice haircut, man. Come on.
Well, we don't know he was a rando. It could have been the team barber, and he just got it.
I didn't know teams had barbers. That's
there's a barber that shows up for the Seahawks. I don't know if he's necessarily employed by the team or if all the players just take care of the guy, but there's a guy that goes to the facilities and cuts all the players' hairs.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess if he's
I've been trying to get that gig, and they keep saying no. I got clippers.
Yeah.
And now I got a skull shaver. I can get it real nice and nice and tight.
Well, as it turns out, no matter what you do, it's not completely safe. You know what I mean? They thought they had tests. They did everything. I mean, I guess.
Imagine the panic on the team when you find out on that last test that he comes back positive, and you're like, oh man, our players are getting haircuts right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's trippy. I don't know how that could have happened, that they could have screwed up that test.
Just a fun little stats, because we all love stats. The Bucks, they're the 5th team seeded number 5 or lower to reach the Super Bowl. The last 3 number 5 seeds to reach the title game all posted upset victories. Kind of an interesting stat right there.
Yeah, weren't the Steelers a wild card team when they played us? I think they had a great, a really Cinderella season, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we'll have to go back and check. I think that's how it went for the Steelers.
Also, they're trying to become the 5th team to win the Super Bowl a year after finishing with a sub 500 record, because last year the Buccaneers were 7-9.
Yeah, that amazes me. This whole thing with the Bucs amazes me.
And I love this stat. Someone asked a bunch of people if they think that the Super Bowl, the day after the Super Bowl, the Monday, should be a national holiday, and 40% of the people said yes. The other 60% clearly are terrorists.
Really? 60% of the people no?
Well, I'm sure there's some undecided. I don't know what to think.
Why wouldn't you want another day off?
Right. I'm pushing that the Monday after a Sunday should be considered a national holiday.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm with you 100%. That should be the national holiday.
Anytime a Monday follows a Sunday, it should be a national holiday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I totally misunderstood. Were they asked if Sunday should be the holiday?
No, the Monday after Super Bowl.
So what did you say should be the holiday?
I was just doing a stupid joke that says that basically every Monday after a Sunday should be a day off.
Oh, I totally missed that joke.
Yeah, you did. Next time I'll do this.
Yeah. Thank you. Then I'll know it's a joke.
As far as weather, 52 degrees. I'm not joking about that, BJ.
All right,
it's going to be cloudy. No jokes about the weather.
There we go.
That's the Migs Report, and that's what's up.
I totally just did not. Yeah, I was.
Didn't at all.
Well, because I fight every year about this, that it should be a holiday,
right?
So I'm just I'm totally on the Monday after the Super Bowl. I didn't know that Mickey McJokester was let's get every Monday off. Which, by the way, I think is a great idea.
Well, you even agreed to it before.
Well, I thought you were saying. I really thought you were saying the same thing. I just totally missed it was after every. I totally just missed it.
Yeah, every Monday after a Sunday should be a national holiday.
Yeah, sorry, totally missed that.
It's okay.
Look, it's a great idea. But you know what? And I don't know why companies get mad. I don't know how much it's going to cost them, but Why wouldn't they just give us another day? I mean, it's only one more. Like, you don't have to take a holiday away, because that's the thing. They go, well, what are we going to take away? It's like, well, why do you have to take away anything? What's one more day for what's recognized as is pretty much the biggest day for Americans? I don't know why we just can't get an extra day and give us that Monday.
I don't know. I'm all for any days off, so you're not going to find an argument from me. I wouldn't be part of the 60% that's like, no, I want to work on a Monday after a Super Bowl. Those people that just probably hate sports and are just doing it to spite people who love sports.
Wow. Yeah, I personally think that, we've done studies showing that America doesn't take enough vacation time anyway, so I think it would be a nice nod for the government to just tell companies this is what we're doing.
And really all they have to do, even if they don't want to give us an extra holiday, is just move President's Day to the first Monday in February. Like, if they do that and they always just have, the Super Bowl on the that Sunday, then it would work perfectly. Or just have the Super Bowl on a damn Saturday.
That wouldn't suck.
Yeah, that's interesting. You got a good point about both of those things. Super Bowl Saturday, or I guess they would be mad that we'd have 2 days off, with President's Day. But we don't celebrate President's Day around the births of those guys anyway. I mean, yeah, I guess they both, Lincoln and Washington were both born in February, I guess?
You're asking the wrong person.
I mean, that's why we do it, but I don't
have it in my calendar.
So why don't we move President's Day to March? We don't have a holiday in March, right? That we actually get a day off.
Actually, Washington was born on February 22nd.
And what about Lincoln? Because I think he was in February, right?
I think so.
The 12th.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, crap. I better get my card out to him.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get it.
Just kind of put it in the middle of it.
Well,
but who cares at that point?
They have the big President's Day sales, so maybe the businesses would get mad.
Yeah, so just put it on that Monday. We're fine. The first Monday.
I say just give us 2 days off, 2 holidays in February. Why not?
I'm not going to disagree with that either.
You should just take the whole month off.
Yeah.
Well, no one needs February. Come on.
February.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
It's very fair.
As opposed to Steve's other idea, which is every Monday off. I mean,
it's the shortest month. Like, really, they aren't losing that much productivity in the month of February.
All right, fair enough. I think we're asking a lot here. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
Who played the title character in the 2009 movie Sherlock Holmes?
Oh, is that Pierce Brosnan?
No.
Yeah, that's it.
Hugh Jackman?
No.
I'm trying to think of some fancy looking guys. David Schwimmer.
No.
No. Okay. David Schwimmer would be a very interesting Sherlock Holmes.
He's kind of sad.
So what would
pining for Rachel, slightly stalking her.
So would the monkey be what, Holmes? I mean,
Marcel.
Marcel Holmes. Okay, perfect. I think I'm watching that. I think I will. Robert Downey Jr. was the answer we were looking for. There. You want a shot at beating Steve? All right, you got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I know if bankruptcy is going to provide me with relief? What are the steps for my situation?
There's so much information out there about bankruptcy with the internet and what people have heard from friends and other people that they've talked to about their financial issues or bankruptcy. There's also a lot of bad information out there or urban legends about bankruptcy. In order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you need to talk to an attorney that's experienced in bankruptcy. So in order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you should talk to an experienced bankruptcy attorney. And my job is not to convince you to file bankruptcy. My job is to help you to make that decision and have all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, what benefits it's going to have for you, and what the downside of filing bankruptcy is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.